Pam, you need to take a topic here.
Oh yeah. Just like quick updates. Like, God, you don't realize we've been gone for a month
Oh yeah.
until you realize just how much shit. So, Monster Hunter released Extreme Behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they had their Final Fantasy crossover quest, the Behemoth one.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks later, they said Extreme Behemoth now. Now you get transmog for the cool Final Fantasy armor, so you can use other armor sets but still look like you're wearing the Final Fantasy armor. But the catch is Extreme Behemoth is much harder than Behemoth. Seriously, I'm going to address Squeenix and Capcom right now.
Go ahead.
Fuck you guys. This where did Matt go anyways?
Yeah.
Next.
I'm
Oh,
listening.
yeah. So, but yeah, just like this was the least fun I have ever had in Monster Hunter,
Oh god.
and
Oh.
I fucking hunted Duramboros. I fucking hunted Dalamadur. Like those are fucking boring ass quests, and Extreme Behemoth is just hard for the sake of being hard.
Mhm.
Like his whole thing is he has the MMO mechanic from original Behemoth where if you attack his head, then you draw aggro. Like you need to attack his head enough times that you officially draw aggro. And then he drops a bunch of comets, and then he'll drop a meteor, and you have to get behind the meteor. You have to get behind the comet to survive the meteor. But they turned up his damage like really, really high, so his attacks can like one shot you essentially.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then and then in his third phase, they gave him like more phases. In his third phase, it's a damage check, where if you don't do enough damage to him before a certain time limit, he will call down a meteor without the comet.
Ooh.
So it will screw you over. And just the entire fight, like it's been so long since we've done an official episode that I have repressed most of memory. My friends and I were up until like almost 3 in the morning hunting this fucker.
Oh god.
Wow.
We almost stopped being friends. As thankfully you only need to hunt him once. Like then you unlock everything and you're done.
That's happy.
It was just not, and we made it to like the very end of the fight. Like his last right before he dies, he'll summon a comet, then a meteor, then a comet, then a meteor, then a comet, and then he'll kill himself with the last meteor. So we survived the first 2 cycles, right?
Okay.
And then we get there. He pulls down the comet. We all huddle around the comet, and then he calls down the meteor. And while he's casting the meteor, he's standing behind us, behind the comet. And just right before the meteor hits the ground, like he'll touch the ground with his paws.
Yeah.
He collides with my friend's hitbox to push him out of the comet, and so
Wow.
he gets killed by the meteor, and we failed the quest.
Well.
Wow, that's some cheeky shit, man.
Aduh.
The second time we did, after that we're like, can we do one more time? Then we'll call it a night, and then we made it again, and we were fine. We had like I think 2 more continues left or something like that. And so we put him to sleep, essentially, is what we did. Like we kept like abusing statuses and stuff to do damage to him. And so my friend was like, "Oh, guys, this is the last bombing. Like after that, we're probably going to clear the quest." And it's like, you know that feeling when you're about to submit your final year project.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Like,
One more
finally going-
time. This is it, guys. Let's do this. Okay.
That's
Boleh
it,
je.
time to do it. I swear I nearly cried from how happy I was when I saw that fucker kill himself.
Ah. Oh my god.
God, fucking Extreme Behemoth.
Wait, so it's Extreme Behemoth. This is not the regular Behemoth.
Yeah,
or is
regular
it just
Behemoth is also kind of annoying, but he's bearable compared to Extreme Behemoth.
what makes it extreme?
more health. They changed a bunch of his parameters.
Okay.
So like they added the damage check in the third phase, and then I can't remember, they did like a bunch of like his attacks do a shit ton more damage. He spams magic more. He's stunned for less time, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Mm.
Like before this, you could flashbang him while he's casting tornadoes to stop him from casting the tornado, but now his cast time is super short, so don't bother. And then like if you want to mount him, it takes more work, and he's such a bitch that he won't let you mount him for very long. Like he kept colliding with the wall for the map, so it would throw my friend off. It was
Mm.
it was just pain, man. Like I could feel everyone ready to kill each other every time we wiped. Is my favorite thing. One of my friends has not done Extreme Behemoth because she didn't, and so we were all like, let's just not tell her that we've completed it. Hope she forgets.
It's for the best.
Because none of us want to do it ever again.
Oh no.
To be fair, she was busy with the Dota Invitational, so
Mm.
TI. We
every
will
night we
get to
ajak
that.
her. Every night we ajak her, and we're like, hey, we're hunting tonight, and she'll be like, oh, it's okay, I'm busy. I'm like, fine. 3 in the morning, we're competing Extreme Behemoth, and we're like crying and hugging each other over the internet. God, my role, by the way, because they really want you to take MMO roles in that game. So I was using the gun lance, and because the gun lance has 2 modes of attack: the melee attack, which can do statuses and shit, and the shelling, which does flat damage regardless of where you attack it. So what I did was I only shelled for the first half of the fight. Then when we got to the last stage, because my gun lance is a paralyzed gun lance, so then I just start spamming the stab to stun him, so we could wail on him. But yeah, fuck Extreme Behemoth, and also, and on to the next topic. I'm sorry for the 1 power hour yet again.
Alright, here we go. We're clearing up 1 point of the docket at a time, as long as time permits. Okay, go.
Yeah, no, just quick shout out to my sister. She bought me a Warhammer kit for my birthday. I love you. You're great. But fuck you and your shitty taste in games, because I found out she plays PUBG Mobile. Yeah.
Shame her in front of all the viewers and listeners.
To be fair, she's never actually played the game, but her friend convinced her to download it. I'm like, why? I thought you were my sister. I thought we raised you.
And also, since we are going on that note, I need to be fair. I need to be frank. I only play PUBG Mobile because I have to do a review that time. On a play out now, you can read the review on the gamermatters.com. Never touch it again after that.
Yep, same.
Yep. We talking about Love Esquire?
Let's make love. Then, oh man, that's terrible.
I will confess, I ended up not downloading the game. Like, I downloaded the zip file, but I've just been too busy to play the
I thought
game.
everybody was on board with this game because I actually tried it.
I wanted to. I've been busy. I have had uni shit.
I just downloaded today, so enlighten me.
Okay, so basically, one day we got a very interesting email by the folks at Yang Mobile, a Filipino indie dev. Apparently, they have a history of making visual novels. One of the most successful ones was called The Letter, and it's a horror VN.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so this is basically the same team, but instead of making a very horror, I think they put a trigger warning in front of their their trailers for The Letter. So instead of that sort of game, they make a very silly one. They describe it as a rom-com visual novel RPG called Love Esquire. So
Can I just say it has to be the greatest tree combination of words ever?
rom-com visual novel RPG.
RPG.
Well, they put it on the press release somewhere, so I put it probably on our release on our coverage, but That's fine. So basically, the game is already far in development, but they want to put a Kickstarter campaign for funding the final touches. So basically, they are on the end part of the game, on the development. The script is done. The gameplay needs a bit of polish. They want to put in a few more touches on the arts, and if they have the budget, if they reach some of the stretch goals, they want the game to be fully voice acted. Right now it's partially voice acted, so you get some interesting
Can we be in the game?
bugs. You can design the character if you pay enough.
Mm.
Or does this be like, yo, like, do you want Malaysia's premier games podcast fans to
Mm.
your game? Like, I don't care what character I'll be. Like, I'll be a fucking used condom if that's what it takes.
Oh my god. So to set up the story, you play as a lowly squire. So basically, you are not a good for nothing. You are basically nothing, and when you as a birthday present, you become a squire, and then your a bit, how you say, the knight that you are serving suddenly say, hey, happy birthday, you know there's a great war coming and you probably die in the next 4 months. Good luck, bye. So basically,
Good God.
he breaks the news, and then you as the squire suddenly, I do not want to die a virgin. I need to get laid. And then the knight say, okay lah, I can set you up some time for your free time, so you can do anything you want. But hey, if you need training, you can come to me. So basically, this setups the if you played. When I played the game, it reminds me of Ganguro Girls for some reason because I do not play a lot of dating sims like this. But it comes up a lot because the thing is you can level up your stats. You get the strength, the intelligence, and the charisma. Familiar? Familiar. And then you get to when you spend your day, you get to see the world map, and then you pick. Okay, at this time of the day, where do you want to go? Where do you want to spend time? And then you pick a selection. And of course, the first week is basically the introduction lah. So basically, you get to meet the 5 potential, what you say, potential waifus, potential people that you.
Potential waifus, yeah.
I don't know. I think they put it in the list. And okay, once a princess, once a very shyness, once a diplomat from another kingdom that is basically a very hot. I don't know how to describe her.
Let me go through them because I'm at the Patreon now where they have the girls here.
Okay, you describe it, Rom.
So you have Amelie Boden, local farm girl and merchant, bundle of energy. It's basically she's the childhood friend type. Like, she's not like the other girls.
Okay.
She's kind of boyish, and she values her family and is sensitive to her needs. Yeah, so basically she's your generic like best friend type. You
Okay.
have Beatrice Duque, who I'm guessing is the best girl because she looks mean. She's the only child of a royal family. She seeks to prove herself worthy of being the next monarch. They regard female monarchs with uncertainty. Whatever their view are, she remains steadfast. Yeah, so basically she's kind of mean. She's like the I have to prove myself.
Sundari.
Again, best.
Sort of.
Yeah, Sundere.
I guess so.
You have Giselle Renou. She is the quiet girl.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
basically the nurse thing. The shyness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shyness.
She's a nurse. It looked like a tiara at first. Okay, yeah.
She's the shyness. So
yeah, she's like the shy. I guess.
The haru.
Yeah. Kamala Copperheart. Why am I like I'm like Kamala actually.
yeah, this is the one I struggled to describe.
She's the Onisan, I think. She's your Onisan character. Because it looks like she's older.
The diplomat from another kingdom.
Yeah, so I guess like
the exotic one. That's the word. The exotic one.
The what one, sorry?
The exotic one.
Exotic one. Yeah, I guess so. And then you have the rapscallion lolicon bait.
They only come back.
which apparently voiced by Kira Buckland. Partially voiced, that is.
Oh god, can we seriously write to these developers? I want to be in this game so bad. Also, I expected it to be more visual novel than JRPG. This looks legit good. Like, hold on, how much do I?
The part I described was the visual novel part, right? And then you also have a choice to go on expeditions with your knight. So this is the RPG part. And the RPG part
Mm.
is basically you play a party of two, you and your knight, and you only control yourself. And you only start with 2 HP and you do not attack them. You support the knight.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it kind of reminds me of there's another like in development game as well, the one where you have to pick up items and sort them and throw them at your enemy.
Yeah,
Like I
but
can't remember what it's called. But it reminds me of that. Like it's indirect combat, I would call it.
yeah, it's basically indirect combat because the tutorial level basically you go through all of the actions that you can do. Okay, you taunt yourself, so you throw down your pants and wiggle your butt to distract the enemies. And you can collect loot, which looks like very the interesting part is, oh, you collect 50,000 gold, 5,000 gold, and then when the whole thing ends, you will get, okay, this is your card, 30 gold. How come I got only this much? You need to pay the tax lah and the paperwork for your squiriness. The dialogue is half stupid in a good way and half charming. That is how I describe it. And then the other command is cheer. So in the tutorial level, basically when you do cheer, the knight goes into overdrive. Basically, he does a limit break. He goes up into the sky, and then the camera zooms out. You can see the earth, and then they put the highlight. Okay, this is you, the knight. Okay, it's here, and then it slices the earth in half. Overkill.
I'm not gonna lie. Like they need to make the knight romanceable as well.
Come
I'm
on.
just saying.
Thank you for helping me, but I love you instead. Ah.
The story beats are setting up that you are like a buddy bro with this guy because
He's the real childhood friend.
Ah.
also, that childhood friend you said, no, that's your stepsister, and she's romanceable. That was the girl that I aimed for, and then when suddenly he said, "Wake up, bro!" Oh no,
Oh,
no,
shit.
oh
Oh
no,
no, Mantanis.
Nino.
oh no, this is my target. Oh no, set the alarms.
Nino. Call the alarm.
Oh
Oh
god.
shit! It's for PC only. Okay, I gotta re-download this on my PC.
Yeah, it's for PC only. They are also targeting mobile releases in the near future. But yeah, expect this
Okay.
game in late 2018 to mid 2019.
Dear fans of dia.log, I don't ask for much from you. I know I always ask you to give me money on Patreon, but this time it's for a higher cause. I need 20 USD per month so that I can subscribe to this Patreon for 20 USD per month so that I may gain access to sexy/ecchi concept arts and illustrations.
If you pay enough, you can get a Dakimakura.
Is I'm
Dakimakura.
checking now.
Yes.
Executive.
Check the reward list. They
Provide
they do
import,
offer
view
that.
special message, monthly wallpaper, development.
So, but if you want to support this game, it's currently on Kickstarter and it's already almost reached its goal. It's now
Oh, it's on
$6,000.
Kickstarter as well. I was just about to say, like, putting it on Patreon instead of Kickstarter is very shady.
Now, they already
They do have a Patreon.
Yeah,
But,
I know. I'm on the Patreon. I didn't know what a
Oh,
Kickstarter.
the
okay.
Kickstarter, they already almost reaching the goal. So,
You know what? Could you link it in the chat? I'm gonna.
yeah, I'll make it.
Okay, link it on the chat. So basically, they are aiming for 10 USD. 10 USD. 10,000 USD. 10k, I might 10k USD, and they are by the time of
10K,
this
I will-
recording is already halfway there. So basically, the goal here is basically get them enough money to do the final polishing and get the game out of the gate. And then it start to, if you pay
There's a
more,
Mac download.
stretch goals. A
Oh,
lot
okay.
of
So
stretch goals.
the Dakimakura is a Kickstarter thing probably.
Yeah.
Yep. It's one digital Dakimakura.
$25.
$25 not bad. I mean, because then you could just go print it on your own. I assume they let you print it.
One side is naughtier than the other. With that face, with that face, that emoji face.
The
Oh man, the
the face.
I'm looking at the Kickstarter now. Yeah, this is okay. Listen, I'm not saying that I might make video coverage for the site of this game.
Do it, man. Yeah, the demo is like 1 week. You play the game for 1 week, so you get to see how the game flow feels.
Yeah, because this like goddamn.
Oh yeah, and also
Please put
for
us in the game. Yeah, sorry.
the folks at Yang Yang Mobile replied to us with a very interesting image, which you need to check on at Gamer Matters because I do not want to show it on the video.
What?
No.
Hold on. I've
Hold
got
on.
to see. Also, one of the voice actors is Megatron.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
yes. You need to check that. Interestingly, what do you say? The partial voice acting is okay. Because it gives like good lines such as fertile gods of balls, fertile gods of balls, or something like that.
Aw, that's cute.
Fertile of gods booty, fertile of gods. So basically, that's the idea of that's the idea. Basically, that's the catch line. the
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's nice of Yang Yang Mobile.
yeah.
Holy shit, they just sent it too. I thought like you guys kept this secret from me for a while.
No, very recently they just sent it out to everyone that cover them or reply to them or mention them.
Just be like, yo, can we we'll take any small role. I just want to be in this game so badly.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting to see because Plus it's an indie developer and I think from the demo itself, it exudes quality. At least for a visual novel, it's very decently made.
God damn, I like how. Okay, this is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not even gonna comment on whether this is wrong or right, but I think the fact that they give the measurements for all the girls in fruit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So Kamala Copperheart, she got the booty out of all of them.
That's why I struggle to find the words.
Yeah, booty is always exotic. That's listen, man. Beatrice Duque
The
and Giselle.
stepsister, man.
Stepsister boy.
Aduh. But yeah, looking forward to this. It's look like a very well made. And yeah, I still can't shake the fact that it has those step building things from Ganguro Girls. I don't know. I think it's from other games as well, but I keep on thinking of Ganguro Girls for some reason.
Like,
This game is interesting. We are keeping an eye on this.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, man.
If you release this, yeah.
When's it expected to come out?
April next year.
Later,
April next year, huh?
Yeah, according to the Kickstarter.
the earliest is later this year, but most likely April. But yeah, we'll find out
If
soon.
it somehow manages to get later this year, like it may compete with Monster Prom for my candidate for Game of the Year.
Sure. And of course, all these 5 will be in the waifu list. I'm going to announce it. There is a certain waifu list. There's a category, but we'll make some tweaks with it. Alright.
I'm not here for this stepsister propaganda.
It's a good girl, bro. Okay, let's move on into the final bits of the podcast, hopefully. So yeah, okay. Basically, let's gush with about these 2 games. Let's start with Devil May Cry 5. gushing mode on.
Okay, so I saw the trailer like after Gamescom because during Gamescom I was quite busy, so I wasn't like watching all the things as it comes out.
Yep.
And so I saw a Dante gameplay trailer, and I was like, shit. So I watched it. It's 99% Nero, and I was like, okay, nothing really new. And then they showed more Dante on his bike, and I was like, is this really it? Was I clickbaited? And then fucking Dante splits his bike in half and uses it as bike swords.
It dual wheels a motorcycle. It dual
Oh my
wheels it.
god.
This is peak stupid. And
This is peak stupid, and it's peak Devil May Cry.
it's
Thank you.
basically is.
Thank you so much, Capcom, for this amazing blessing of Dante and his motorcycle sword. He was
You
like, oh, Noctis has an engine sword, Nero has an engine sword, I have a whole bike.
You know the meme about the Devil May Cry song? No, the pull my devil trigger song, and then they dance like a silly way, right? There's an image of Isuno drunken and singing and dancing like that in celebration.
Nice.
Na 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 na.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, and I think at Gamescom we got a release date, March 8th, 2019. March 8th. That's a strong way to start the year.
I'm
And
sure we've got one more delay coming though. I wouldn't be surprised.
if it's delayed, it's fine because it's looking very well. Also at PAX West, basically they nailed down all of the devil breakers that Nero uses. So there are 8 in
Yeah, they
total.
all have they have these JoJo ass names like Helper Skelper and
Okay, one is the default one is Overture, which basically you have the lightning bolts things. And then
Mhm.
the other one that was available in the demos was called Gerbera. It's a name of a plant, and basically
yeah.
it's the one that when you charge it up, Nero will shout, "This is the good shit!" and fire up basically a plasma ray laser beam, and you can aim it.
Shoot the hoop.
And then there's Punchline, which is basically Nero Pro Skater. You can ride
Uh-huh.
the rocket launch the arm and do sick tricks.
Mhm.
Helter Skelter is the drill that pierces the heavens. It's a drill arm. It's literally a drill arm.
Yes.
What else? Tomboy. I like how they have a long explanation on why they call it Tomboy. It's basically like an OP version of it makes Nero's Red Queen and Blue Rose.
Yeah.
Ah,
Red Queen and Blue Rose.
they basically power it up to ridiculous levels. I think Nero was shooting the Blue Rose, shooting his gun, but it looks like a rocket launcher. It fires like freaking rockets because of Tomboy.
Amazing.
What else? Buster Arm is basically should be similarly function like the what's his original arm again? Devil Bringer, right?
Yeah, Devil May
So it
Yeah.
should be functionally similar to that. So it's basically the Buster Arm is basically replicating that. You can make power bombs and you can throw enemies.
Oh, I thought all the arms like behave like that, and then they had a special move, but it's just that one arm, is it?
I think Buster Arm has a special throw.
Mm.
If I don't know, I'm not sure if all the throws are universal, but Buster Arm has a special throw. That's what I can remember. And then I forgot the other one. It should be a whiplash. Rawhide. Rawhide's the name. It's basically like Richard Belmont's whip. So you can whip and punish
Which
your
in
enemies.
vogue again.
Mhm. Oh, and there's
Okay.
one more. It's basically time stop. I forgot the name. Time. It's basically you stop the time. It's basically JoJo power. Sabordo!
Kiyo Tomare.
I forgot the name. Hold on.
Listen, no one cares what its actual name is. It's Zawardo.
Zivardo is time stop. You call it time. But yeah, a lot of information. And if you are unlucky or lucky, depending on how you look at it, there are certain leaks that already out about DMC. So be careful if you don't want to avoid spoilers because you got to see a lot of very spoilery things from those footage.
How did the footage leak? Like, is it like behind closed doors shit or?
Uh, I don't know. I think someone got a build of it, a preview build. Because from I heard from another podcast, the Super Best Friends Play podcast, the Super Best
Copycat.
Friends podcast. I forgot the name. Real Super Best Friendcast. That's the real official name. So basically, they broke down the whole thing and they said there was a stream, and the way they describe the stream is like someone who has this very interesting object of imminent value, but he doesn't know the value, but he likes to show it off anyway. So even the stream is even the quality is shitty to the point that the screen is black and then he remarks, you can see my reflection over here, something like that. But it shows like a lot of cinematics. It shows we know that the game has three characters, three playable characters, and the footage show all three of them. You know, Nero, you know Dante, and the other guy.
I am so tempted to seek this footage out now.
If you want to spoil yourself, go for it. I don't think the original has been taken down, but you can find it scattered about in the forums or their whereabouts.
I'll go to the dark web. I'll go.
Oh yeah, time stop. It's called Ragtime. That's the name, Ragtime.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Time stop.
Baby, my heart's on fire.
Okay,
Goddamn, man.
Devil May Cry 5. That's pretty good game. Next on the list, another pretty good game. Cyberpunk
Well, depending on
2077.
who you ask, apparently Cyberpunk is ruined.
Huh? Oh, because it's first person?
I don't fucking know why the internet's upset about Cyberpunk now. Like, Cyberpunk is like, to me, Cyberpunk is like the John Mulaney on Tumblr, where like everyone loves it until they don't.
Oh my god.
Like, everyone loves it now, and then one day it's gonna do something, and then everyone's gonna hate it. Like Fallout 4, like
Though,
Fallout 4 had it coming. I hate to shill for New Vegas twice in a day, but you know, why could you be more like New Vegas, Fallout 4?
Fuck you with the stick. Why won't you be like New Vegas?
why? The thing is, I think a lot of the hype from Cyberpunk 2077 arise totally on the goodwill CD Projekt has gained. They made a good game despite claims of downgrade. True, but let's not talk about that. They've made a good game nevertheless. People like the business model. They like how they give out DLCs for free. They like that they give a lot of substantial expansions. And they like that they have this big ambitious open world and for the most part deliver. So on this space, and they also don't care about anti-DRM because hey, it's the same company that's run GOG. So yeah, that's another thing too. So they have a ton of goodwill on them. So people are liking Cyberpunk 2077 based on that thing alone, not because it is Cyberpunk, not because the universe of Cyberpunk or the idea, the genre of Cyberpunk, but just from CD Projekt's name. And hence people have mixed reactions. But seriously, what do you expect from a Cyberpunk game? If you ask me, Deus Ex is already a Cyberpunk game, but they tone down the punkiness. Now this is Cyberpunk. So it basically
turning up to 11.
Turn up to 11, and of course it looks and plays similar to Deus Ex because Deus Ex is a Cyberpunk game. What do you expect?
Wait, is this Cyberpunk as in Cyberpunk brackets genre or Cyberpunk as in bracket franchise?
Cyberpunk bracket franchise.
Yeah, Deus Ex is a Cyberpunk bracket genre. So it take
Ah.
no, because it has the elements of futuristic augmentation.
Yeah.
It has the elements of corporations rising. It has the elements of terrorism, but it tones down on the rebellious nature in terms of, and then they tone down
Yeah, the punk.
the punk. Right. That's the whole we say dichotomy of the idea of cyberpunk. There's two things happening at what.
Yeah, the cyber and the punk. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So when it turns out to be an FPS immersive sim, it is an immersive sim if you look at it, if you slice it anywhere else. Because one, you
Mm.
play it on first person, and
Yep.
they already repeatedly say they want it to be first person because it wants to be an immersive experience. Hence, immersive sim. Get it?
Yeah.
And then two, they need to do the body horror thing because you can see in the preview image and in the preview image in the gameplay footage they show, you get to see your new eyeballs out of the body and then being implanted into you, which is
I
that's a
love that.
that's an interesting experience, even though it's just like just an eyeball and stuff, but when you put it on that perspective, it feels different.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Dead Space 2 thing with the eye.
Oh,
Oh,
that mini game.
good call. And then the whole thing about, oh, you need to examine the world closely because the idea, I think the lot of the from the genre itself, the idea is not about looking at vast vistas and looking at big open world cities, but it's mostly a lot of intricate moments like people in dingy corridors or some part of the suburbs or down in the sewers or something like that. So a lot of those close quarters experience are better with first person. Not to say third
Hmm.
person is not an option, but I feel it suited first person better.
It's like Fallout, you know. It's like sure, it might be more advantageous in third person, but it's more fun in first person.
Yeah.
Do people play
I mean,
Fallout entirely in third person?
oh god,
I
no.
think the people who play melee do.
No.
Oh my god, that doesn't.
But you see, it's
But
like it's advantageous because you have more you have a bigger field of vision. You can like rotate the camera and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Uh,
Tapi again, it's just more fun to be in first person.
Yeah. I think I to speak back about Cyberpunk, I think one of the my favorite like small interaction was during the start of the mission to save the girl. Like there was
mm-mm.
this old lady coming out and there's a button prompt that you can say, oh, go in, go in.
Oh yeah. So basically, dialogue can happen anytime, anywhere, right?
Yeah, so I just love that. That is a good little feature, little things there.
Also, you have a boy button.
Not really. That
I think not really.
it's a contextual dialogue. So
Mm.
basically, if you see someone, if you want to talk about it, you can look at him or her, and then button prompts come in. If you do not want to, you can just turn around and walk away. And
By the way, I meant.
yeah.
No, continue your explanation first.
And then there's a lot of the segments in the gameplay where you have a lot of dialogue sessions, dialogue choices, and then you have one prompt. If you look down under, pull the gun. Basically, you have a gun button ready. Okay, if you do not want to engage in conversation, pull up the gun and settle it that way. You can do that.
I fucking love this game already. Then
I'm not saying there's a dedicated gun button, but there's a contextual gun button.
There you go. So like the deal's going soft. Check this game. Tick the gun button.
World building, top notch. The trauma team thing, I love it. That's a
Oh yeah, I
good
love
way
that
to
one as
show
well.
it.
thing.
You basically imagine if no, it's the ideal way of an insurance. If you pay enough, you will subscribe to the platinum package. If somehow you
Oh,
are detected to be flatlining, in 180 seconds, a group of professional hitman slash medics will come to you, rescue you, kill everyone who's on the way to your body, and revive you for fee.
yep.
Oh.
That is like properly cyberpunk.
That's totally right. I like the way they presented it. If there's a lot of other, I know that there's a lot of other small things in the cyberpunk world. If they flesh it out just like that, this is amazing world building, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, that is That is proper Cyberpunk already.
So guys, any other impressions?
Uh like I didn't see the Cyberpunk stuff, so I'm just excited. My one question is immersive sim like the official name for these kinds of games? So I would
Yeah.
just call them like Bioshock clones.
Nah,
Well,
I
it
think it's officially it is immersive sim. If I'm
well
not mistaken.
it was coined by Warren Spector, the guy that lead the development of System Shock and a lot of the games like that. So basically, you can trace the lineage from System Shock to Thief to Bioshock, and then they deviate because it becomes an FPS rather than immersive sim. And then we have Prey, we have Dishonored, we have
The first Bioshock was very immersive sim.
yeah,
Yeah.
Infinite. We have to debate about it, but sure, it's a still a good game. I'm not
It's
calling
a
an immersive
popcorn
sim.
immersive sim. It's a popcorn immersive sim because the first level is really good because it's an immersive sim, and then
Okay.
after that the game just becomes an FPS and it's bleh.
Uh,
I will replay the first level of Bioshock Infinite because that is a great first level, and then the rest of the game is just kind of meh.
oh yeah. That baptism scene is strong. Okay, so basically,
Very strong.
yeah, and I think a lot of even though they do not describe it as an FPS as an immersive sim, it totally have a lot of those elements. You can trace from the way that you can interact the computer, the buttons on elevators, just from looking at it. That's an immersive sim thing. And then the way you have multiple choice of handling conversations. That's an immersive sim thing. And if they go all about on it, I think it has potential. The open world part, I'm not so sure. It may look large, but I do not know if
I
the
think it's gonna
whole
be like
world is going to
Dishonored.
be.
I think it's gonna be like Dishonored. I think.
Oh,
The
the loading buffers, right?
but the thing is
No,
that there's an
where
open
it's
world that you can drive a car and you can drive through Night City. The place is called Night City, and there is an open world. There's an highway and stuff like that. But I do not think that you can visit all of the buildings in full detail like that. I think it will have like a
Oh,
probably.
Dishonor thing.
oh yeah, yeah.
Kan?
Yeah.
Because do not expect like okay when you because the way they introduce the game, you go out of the apartment and the apartment is like a mega complex or something like that, and then you go down an elevator and then you go into the main street full of junction, full of people, full of advertisements, and the advertisements also tailor to you to your preference and will lead to the things that they advertise. This is a recurring theme. Everyone knows our the data.
Huh?
But I do not think that that level of detail is for the whole city. That's crazy if you think about it. That's too much.
Yeah,
Too
but
much processing power.
Oh.
it's a great tech demo though.
Yeah, really good demo.
But yeah, and thank God that we got the footage was released before Puddlegate. Remember the whole thing about Cyberpunk 2077 do not want to show this gameplay demo is because they are afraid of our expectation, the fans' expectation. Because oh, if there's a minor change later on in development, oh, they will get mad about it. Remember Witcher 3? We complained about those downgrades.
Yeah,
I'm excited though. Like this, I think the immersive sim genre, like I think it is one of the best genres for the game industry. Like, and it sounds very serious when I say it like that, but I mean, it really is because it needs a hook. Like, you can't just sell an immersive sim like you can sell a military shooter, right? Like every
Yeah.
no.
That's
military
that's
shooter
why
is just
Prey failed. Prey last year's Prey 2017. It's a good game. Not many people buy it.
yeah. No, what I
Mm.
mean is you can't like everyone knows what a military shooter looks like, but the point of an immersive sim is each one should be different from the last.
Mm-hmm.
So you need like good artists to work on that. You need an artist to design Rapture. You need an artist to design uh
Dunwall,
whatever.
Dishonor.
Yeah, Dunwall, sure. Uh, so yeah, like, and I, cause that's the problem, right? Like you're just making too many like of the same game, like when it comes to like military shooters and shit. Yeah, I'm shitting on military shooters. Come at me, bitches. Uh, but yeah, so I hope we get more. Like we get good because We Happy Few was shit.
Uh,
That was not an immersive sim,
I mean,
unfortunately. It
it
it can
it
be.
wants to be.
It
It
should
wanted
be.
to be.
It wanted
It
to be.
Yeah, because that's the whole marketing thing. Like, because everyone compared it to Bioshock, and I think that that officially means that it counts.
That was a miss. It's a very interesting world, sadly.
Yeah, the premise is so cool. Like, oh, everyone's really like everyone did something horrible, and so we have to keep taking drugs so that like we don't like collapse from how insane the thing we did was.
It's a dark
Like
filled
that.
society. It's totally interesting. But yeah, hopefully Cyberpunk does not collapse on its hype. People's expectation, please keep it in check. This is a it can be a good game, but do not expect too much. Uh Speaking of games that we did not expect too much, we got two different games being announced, a throwback of sorts, getting a sequel. Right? Thank you, Emu.
hmm?
So, Windjammers 2. How are you guys familiar with the original Windjammers?
Is
That
that
frisbee game.
chaos in the Windy City?
Wait, is it?
Good.
Now I need to Google it. Oh no 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 no. No, oh no 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 no. If you reference Barkley, I might do something stupid joke, but no, this is worse. Windjammers was a long lost game that was thought to be in people don't know people do not know who owns the IP rights. So this game was in limbo for so long, but bless Dave Lang, young Lizzie, of the Dave Lang Memorial Center fame, he brought this
Mhm.
game into the limelight. He brought this game to be a cult classic. People they played this game on stream from Giant Bomb, and people kept knowing, oh, this is good game, this is a good game. People it's a competitive destroying game. So for people who do not know.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was on PS Plus a while ago, I think.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that?
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Really? You did? No, no, not the wait.
yeah. It was one of the shittier Windjammers was on
Ah, okay. So not the original Windjammers remaster, but then okay, and then they announced at PSX, whoop, this game is being ported to PS4. Everybody clapped, and then everybody stopped. And then suddenly, hey, we have Windjammers 2 coming to the Switch and PC.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and basically that's it. We know that there's a sequel. Hooray! But the other announcement that was a bit more interesting that really caught people off guard is Street of Rage 4.
Ooh, serious
Bare
fall.
Knuckle 4.
I feel like I'm such a fake gamer that I don't know either of these games.
No, at least this one I do not know as well when they announced it. It's- Daniel, can you take this one?
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Okay. It was an old game, like I don't know. No. It was SNES or SNES. I forgot already. I think it's a SNES game.
I think
No,
it's a
no.
Sega game.
Yeah, it's a Genesis game. Yeah, it's during the SNES era. Itu. It's like it's a beat 'em up.
Uh-huh.
You have to clean up as I put it in my articles, like clean up the streets of crime from the evil Mr. X. So the latest edition, the fourth one, is the original characters from the first game come back to I don't know do it again.
Mm-hmm. Gotta
So
clean the streets, man.
gotta clean the streets again
It's
from
been what, 20
peace.
years? People need to
Yep,
clean the
20
streets.
years.
It's been a
Yep,
long time
20.
since the streets have been cleaned.
He's dirty again.
Uh,
So
Oh
and
man. If if Malaysia made like their own beat 'em up, you need an Alam Flora like skin for your characters.
Oh my god, like literal
The
cleaners.
blue and green shirts
Oh my.
and overalls.
Si
Perfect.
baju hijau. Da, 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 da.
Oh, done.
Like
One of them
that's
has
the
to
music
be a
that plays
Bangla.
when you unlock the screen. What, sorry?
One of the character has to be a Bangla. Or
Yeah,
I mean a very
like-
very reliable Bangla. Shout out to all of the folks that are working on as our park guards and cleaners that arrive from all over Asia. Thank you for your service.
literally braver than our politicians.
Okay. Oh yeah, two things that are interesting about this sequel. One, they have two developers, and one of the developers is called Lizard Cube, and I think this team made the remaster of Wonder Boy. It's an old game, also a Sega game. It's an old game. They remaster it and they put in very gorgeous 2D hand-drawn graphics. And
Oh yeah, I saw this. It looked
it,
really good.
and it's one of those games that you can switch from the original graphics and sound to the remastered graphic and sound, and you can totally see the night and day
And-
difference.
I have to say thank you Microsoft for like because Halo was the first game to have that.
Oh, yeah, the Switch.
The Halo CE anniversary had you could switch between classic and like thank
Modern
you.
Pop.
The Monkey Island games also did that as well, so shout out to that too. Okay, that's one fact, and the other fact is the main developer of the beat 'em up itself, the game itself, is called Crush Guard Games,
Yep, yep.
and the other notable title they made is a beat 'em up called Streets of Fury EX, and go and Google that. Go and Google that image.
Oh
Look that
no.
up now.
They made a beat 'em up, but good god. No wonder they need to find an art team.
Ooh.
It's bad in the good way. I respect the decision.
No, that's bad in the bad way.
They did the Mortal Kombat thing. They did the Dong Dong Never Die of thing. I mean
Oh
the
my God.
animation is horrible, but I think the gameplay wise is actually decent, despite the very low budget in terms of art. So thank
There's
God
a
for
game
that.
There's a game that Jim Sterling played. It was like I can't. It's called Badass Chicks or something like that, where it was like Mortal Kombat-ese as well. It's like they just captured footage of like real girls in like skimpy outfits fighting. It was
Uh,
Aduh.
you know, it's late hours recording when you're going there into that topic there.
Yep.
yeah. Oh shit! It's 1 a.m., dude.
Yep. And I want to breeze through a few of this. Hitman 2 did a good thing by announcing that if you own the original Hitman, as in the Hitman 2016 game, you can play it again, remastered, quote unquote remastered, for Hitman 2. Basically, you can play the same levels again with the new mechanics and the new improvements from Hitman 2.
Ew. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No complaints about that.
Yep. And also they unveiled a Colombia level. Next, Colombia is a jungle out there. Next is a very weird game, but thankfully it is being ported to PS4. It's a game called Uppers. All capital letters.
Oh.
Uppers is a beat 'em up. It's a 3D beat 'em
Teralicha.
up. It is made by the same developers that did Senran Kagura, and it features 12 dudes and a chick. And you can pick from these 13 people, make a tag team, and beat dudes up. And girls
No,
are
the
watching.
reverse- So
Can
it
you-
is the reverse
you, like,
singer
put
Kagura.
Just for that bit where you said 12 chicks and a dude.
12 dudes and a chick.
12 dudes and a chick. Just put the Brazzers logo at the bottom of the screen for this part of the podcast.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Mm.
I
That's
need
it.
I need to
Late night
check
talk.
if the Brazos logo can be on YouTube or not.
So unmonetized.
And the thing is, the girls are watching is a mechanic. If you impress the girls, you can get their numbers, and you can get power ups by having a roulette, which the roulette is basically a choice of different panties colors. If you get the same colors, you get a power up. Something like that. It's weird.
Japan.
Japan. And
Reverse
yet,
Sarah Kagura.
and yes, if you play that one chick, you can also give that chick a number to the other girls that are watching.
What? So you can hook girls up with each other?
Well, there is one
Mm.
playable girl. So, yeah, it's not a total masculinity. Oh, we are buff dudes. We are
Sausage
impressing
fries.
girls. There's actually there's a lady you can pick as well.
Nice.
And a lot of good combos if you like punching fisticuffs. Check it out. It'll coming to PS4 and PC in English. So next
What's
on
the
the
game
list,
called again? Sorry?
Uppers.
How do you spell that?
UPPERS.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, keep talking while I inspect this game.
Yeah, or basically Appas. Uria.
UPPAS, is it?
UPPERS.
Oh, uppers.
Okay, this should be a tribute to Anand because we are going to just talk as quick as we can about the new PC things that we saw. Omen by HP 15. There's a refresh of a gaming laptop by Omen by HP. Yes, I know that's
Okay.
redundant. Nothing too interesting, but I like that they emphasize when it comes to the specs wise, they emphasize on giving good storage. They give you
Oh,
1
yes.
terabyte and 1 terabyte 720 RPM.
Right, that's pretty good.
7200 RPM. And I think they put in an SSD as well. 8 gigabytes of RAM on stock, and they promise you that you can upgrade the storage because they give a very accessible storage for upgrades.
Nice.
So just a few Philips screws away. It's a
PS4
small
method.
upgrade. It's a small refresh. It sort of looks the same if you do not know how the last year's model looks like. I think they
Yep.
even confused it on stage. We went to the we went to the launching, and yeah, it was a bit confusing, but it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good laptop to check out. Next, there's on the same date, but we do not go to the launch of Lenovo Y530. So we did a lot of coverage on the previous generations of the Lenovo Legion series, and I like it, but there are flaws with the storage. So again, that Omen by HP, you get a lot of kudos mark by me for that. And I think this year they refresh it so that the whole thing looks like an ultrabook, but if
Oh,
it looks very subtle. Even this model does not have RGB lights. You only have white. And
no,
only if
nice.
you inspect it carefully, you can see the gamer bits. So you can see, oh, there's a lot of exhaust
Gamer bits.
ports. And then if you look at the down on the bottom, you can see, oh, there's a fan there, and a lot of cooling vents down there. So if it's basically I call the previous Legion's laptops, I call it like party out no business on the front, party at the back, like a mullet, right? Because you only see the
Mm-hmm.
red garnish on when you open the lid. Outside it looks like okay, it's passable as a normal laptop. This time it looks like an ultrabook, but it's not.
It's the other way around. It's like for when you want to hide the fact that you're a no good gamer. A sampah masyarakat gamer.
Now imagine if an ustazah suddenly if you but with tattoos inside. With full body tattoos. That's how I imagine.
Oh boy.
Okay, moving on. And last bit of the PC log. Acer did a crazy thing. There's another new Acer Predator Triton. It was the Acer Predator Triton 900. For some reason, you can swivel the display like what you say, like some of the convertible laptops right now. But it's a gaming laptop. Sure. And then they threw a curveball in the gaming chair industry by basically releasing the Acer Predator Thronos.
Thronos.
Oh yes, the Thronos.
The throne, the gaming throne, which looks like a cockpit you can inject yourself into. It has a
Nice.
multi-display. How you say? There's a chair, and then there's a what you say? There's a mount on the top that goes to the front where you can put three 27-inch monitors, and there's a surface for your peripherals. There's a space for your PC, and you can recline the whole thing. So yeah, it's the it, they say this is the ultimate gamer cave. That's the buzzword they say.
Highly high.
I would like to just repeat the joke I made on Twitter when you first announced this,
Please.
which is, they're gonna catch me fucking like dead in this chair like the fucking space jockey from Alien.
Exactly.
Also,
Good.
because it's got like 3 monitors, I'm gonna fucking watch anime on like 2 of those monitors while I do work. I'm just gonna have like Excel spreadsheets or whatever while I have like cells at work and Kobayashi's Dragon Maid on 2 separate monitors.
The perfect game setup.
Yep,
Perf-
yep. I can't wait to piss off a bunch of dude bros.
The perfect Ikikomori setup.
Which one's Yukikomori again?
The
Right, shut in, right? That's a word,
yeah,
right?
the shut in.
Ah,
Yeah.
you go full Hikikomori. No, don't go full Hikikomori. Oh, damn it, that stupid anime at least taught me something. Yo Kyo, don't watch it. Next on the list, this should be another short one. Onimusha Warlords. Nobody expected, but here we are. There's a remaster.
Capcom, please.
There's a remaster. And the thing is, I discovered that, uh, what do you say? There were some legal hurdles to get this game being remastered because they use real actors, and for reason of the
Oh,
remaster, they have to redub the game in Japanese. So they will use another list of voice actors.
or the Silent Hill HD collection issue then.
Something like that. But yeah, it's okay. And shout out to the PS4 Malaysia gang for very very highly anticipating this remaster. It got a lot of hits. And that's the only thing why I put it on this docket.
Hashtag tak humble brag.
Tak
the
humble.
album break.
No, basically I want to say thank you to them.
Alright.
Thanks for the ad revenue.
Revenue. And next, this is the complimentary Warhammer 40k corner because there's an announcement for you, especially for you.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, we're getting a new Space Hulk game, boys. It's a tactics game. Like it's a tactics Space Hulk game. You can play as Gene Stealer Cult. This Games Workshop, please. Nobody wants to be Gene Stealer Cults. No fucking buddy wants to be. Stop trying to make them a thing. But aside from that, it looks pretty fucking cool. It's like I said, tactics game. There's a map editor. I'm looking forward to that. There's competitive multiplayer. I'm not looking forward to that. And but yeah, Space Hulk Wing. Hell yeah, 40k corner. Watch it.
Ajib.
Put it on the list. And last but not least, we will close this. Unfortunately or fortunately, but most likely unexpected long episode of Dialogue the Gamers podcast.
We were gone for a month. How could we expect anything else?
Yeah.
We could put this the whole thing as 2 parts and nobody will complain.
Episode 14 part 1, episode 14 part 2.
You know
Too
what?
much.
The time where we put the time stop, I'll need to check the time. If it's the good place to cut, I will cut that. Just for the
Yeah. Make sure you
Oh,
download like the Zawardo sound effect to play.
and then the runabout boom tum tum. Oh my
You have to
god.
change it like pitch it 1 pitch up so that we tak kena copyright.
Oh yeah, about that. We almost did that. Remember guys, do not put the whole song of Tanggal 31 on YouTube unless you do not want to be you do not care to be No, I want to say that we were almost getting a copyright strike. Words. Okay, so Daniel, so this was a big thing that was announced at the time of the recording, very hot off the press. So you
Mhm.
went somewhere. Where do you went?
So not really. I went to this club. It's called the Rooch in Danwangi. Well, I wasn't expecting much. I thought it was like, oh, it will be a normal Dota 2 tournament.
Anan said
The
that's
first,
at Radeon actually.
there's ad already?
Nah. Anan in spirit say that's Radeon actually. Radeon.
Yeah, already on.
God damn, he was not here. He was here for that joke.
He started already on.
Alright,
So,
go
so
go.
the moment I entered the bar place, the sign like really big just says, "Oh, the Kuala Lumpur Major,"
What a major
which
spoiler.
that's a major spoiler. Basically, in Dota terms, that's like I don't know the big one of the qualifiers to enter the international.
It's I describe it as a premier event. So it holds big points, very big points, and it's basically one of the highlights of the Dota Pro circuit.
Yep. This same part as the ESL basically. So let me just run down to my notes that I wrote down.
Okay.
So it is sponsored by Kementerian Sukan Negara, Belia and Sukan actually. So which is why we saw our youth minister, Mr. Said Sadek, make a speech about healthy gaming, etc. You know the business lah.
Oh, hashtag L3 Gaming. Good.
Right
Eh,
into the
majulah
so
isukan untuk negara.
pretty much. So I get to talk to one of the ESM guys. I forgot his name already. I'm sorry.
Is it
This
Rini
is
by any chance?
no, it's a guy.
Okay.
Really, I think I met her as well. I got. So okay, let me continue. Okay, so the event will be held on November 16 to 18, which is in 2 months' time. And I've checked the Valve rule books, and any major tournament has to be done within 3 months of their announcement. So that is in the books as well. Good for them. Okay, this is my favorite part. Okay, the sponsors. Okay, let me read out the usual suspects first. We have Yo Mobile,
Alright.
HyperX,
Okay.
Predator, Intel, and this is my favorite, KFC.
Hell yeah.
KFC delivery to be precise.
Delivery.
11 herbs and spices and kills.
You thought FB Cup being sponsored by Domino's is silly? Look for the Dota 2 memes where people go into the soundproof play to play their games, right? And then they bring in the drumstick, the chicken spice, and then
I'll be imagine that because me and Nashmi from Axis, she's a very good friend of ours. We joke that imagine during the break, like their interval, like they zoom in on the place eating, like you said.
it
Oh,
it happened in the FB Cup. I do not expect anything less now. They need to do that product placement.
they have to do that. Just ask Mushi just to eat a drumstick while the interval there.
While we wait for. Oh my god.
While we wait for the team picking, so usually like 20 minutes. So okay, enough time to put in a chicken bite.
And you know what?
Tapi McD is the one yang copyrighted the song kan. Okay.
And you know what? When you discussed us in our private chat before when you were there, we discussed about it. And then when you say KFC, and then when I was googling some stuff about Dota as well on the Dota Wikipedia thing, and I got a
Yeah.
banner ad from KFC delivery. To be precise, they are listening.
They're listening in.
Somewhere outside of the nation, there has been an investigator putting in data chunks about us loving KFC and then feed it into the ad services, and then they push the KFC ads into our site.
Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Could you also help us find girlfriends? That'd be
Yeah,
great.
please.
Please.
Thank you.
Yeah, push our data chunks into prospects of girlfriends that you believe can be matched. Can you be our matchmaker?
Yeah, please. Like, I want a tsundere goth lolly fashion girl who Daniel wants Ruby. Just find a way to make her real. We know you have the means. And Meck,
No, I do not want a literal
make it-
stepsister.
make his cat talk. I think that's what he needs.
Oh my god. Okay, continuing on. Okay, the tournament will see there will be a close qualifier that we won't see on TV. But the main event will be shown on EGG as usual because this is also an Astroneer benda,
Yep, EGG and EGG network thing. It will be broadcasted, sure.
but not the qualifier sadly. So we cannot see the anger of losing out to a lower ranked team like in the international. That was nice.
But I think it's
And
usual. It's a usual thing.
yeah,
Sorry.
you just suspect.
Yeah.
And the prize pool will be 4.1 million ringgit.
1 million USD.
1 million USD.
Alright.
Half of it is from Valve.
Okay, so they are still putting in the money. Good.
So tak ada dah case GS.
At least there's 50% of the money there.
Okay lah, that means Valve will, at least Valve will pay them lah 50%.
No, and remember, if Valve, even though Valve is very like off hands when it comes to organizing these sort of things, right? But when they smell bullshit or they smell okay, this thing is going to be a shit show, they pull out. They know when to pull out. Last year, the
Which
major
is more than most Malay guys do.
take. I totally expect that. Don't worry. And the thing is, last year they pulled out as well. There was one major in Southeast Asia. It was in the Philippines.
Shanghai. It was Philippines or Shanghai? Oh wait, that was 2 years ago.
There's
Last year, right?
there was two things. Yeah, the Shanghai thing is a shit show as well. That's another thing. But the Philippine one is a major shit show because again, it was event called Galaxy Battles 2. The thing is, plenty of the teams could not get their visas because the process of the visa when applying for the visa, they require a lot of sensitive information, as in private information. You have to send out.
Okay.
Again, the nation is watching. So, out of protest, Valve said, okay, we pull out. This is not a major anymore. We will not give points for the pro circuit. So, and a lot of the teams pull out as well. So, we got no major for last season. This season, this is the first major in the calendar, right?
Yep, this is the first major in the 2018-2019 calendar.
Yep. So teams are shuffling right now, and they need to shuffle fast before they need to not region lock, but they roster lock. They need roster lock for this tournament if they want to join. Anything interesting? Anything else?
Oh yeah, they already released the price, the ticket price for 3 days, 180 ringgit. Or this, I have to mention this as well because this is on the press kit. And or probably that by the time you register this, it probably ended. But you'll get 30% off for your mobile if you buy it by 16 September.
Okay, 16.
So okay lah tu 60%. 16 September, 20% off. So it's about it lah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay. Remember the I just remembered. For the 600 ringgit ticket, that's the highest bidder. You will have the chance to buy the gaming chair that the players use during the final.
Wait. You have a chance to buy.
Yes, if you pay
A chance to buy.
A chance, not dapat lah.
Oh my god, that was even worse than expected. Okay.
Let me see lah. Here's the official term lah. Regular price 600 ringgit immortal ticket. Priority to purchase Secret Lab gaming chair for a special price.
And
Condition as it is.
as it is being used by these professional gamers who
Yep.
will be already sweating and farting on that chair for at least 2 to 3 hours of game time.
Yep.
And oh, it'll also smell like KFC. Don't forget.
You get the smell of the butt farts from a professional gamer that sort of smells like KFC delivery. A chance to buy
A
that.
chance.
I feel
Like-
like I like this may be premature, but our thumbnail now has to have the space jockey from Alien with a KFC bucket
Oh my
and
god.
the earphone.
The bucket KFC needs to be there.
Yeah, the bucket KFC.
Oh my god, this is too much, man. We need to discuss part 1 and part 2 of the thumbnail. Oh my god. So
So-
that's the Kuala Lumpur Major?
Yep, the Kuala Major, it will be held at the Stadium Bukit Jalil, now known as the Aziata Arena. What a boring name.
Sponsors.
Yeah, sponsor.
Yeah, but at least it sounds much easier to the international players. The Aziata Arena.
Aziata and Bukit Jalil sound like different to a foreigner. To me, it just sounds like all words.
Yeah. But I would love to hear a foreigner say live at Bukit Jalil, Malaysia.
They say that on that
Bukit
one live
Jalil.
at Bukit Jalil.
Nah, with the new name, now they're going to call it the Aziata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Now I just imagining, now we keep on talking about the gamer chair. Why not they also offer a table with the label the Kuala Lumpur Major written large on that table, so you can say to your friends in bahasa, bro, they Kuala Lumpur Major. This is a very bahasa Malaysia joke. You can Google Meja, Meja. That's the
I'm gonna,
literal
you don't even
major.
want to tell them the joke. Like it's such a simple thing. You have to Google this shit.
Yeah, that's research for you. We offer research materials and a lot of things to look
Player
up in
choice. We're
dia.log.
giving listener choice.
You have the choice to understand the joke, or you have the choice to laugh at the joke without understanding it. We appreciate no matter what. So yeah, that should be the end of dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast number 14.
We ran really long. I think started 10:40.
Sure.
That's 3 hours. Yeah, we are 3 hours. Shit.
Nice.
Man,
I think we have to do like 14 part 1 and 14 part 2. No one wants to listen to a 3 hour thing.
it's totally a part 1 and part 2. We'll totally get a cliffhanger there, and hopefully you stay tuned to listen us. And let's just recap for part 1 and part 2. What should we put on the thumbnail?
I can't remember what the thing I suggested at the start of the episode was.
That's the best
Wow.
thing, right? When I
Yeah.
now to buy you guys time to think, let me just tell
Oh,
you
it was
the
Naked Spyro. Naked Spyro. You were gonna censor Spyro's massive cock.
okay.
Yeah.
Spyro. I remembered a bit about the waifus again. How was it again?
Puddle Gate?
I don't know how to put more puddles, but sure, just lump it in.
Oh, just put like Naked Spyro like in a puddle. That's fine.
Yeah, that's the first part.
And then part two can be the space jockey with the KFC.
No, wait, the part one, you also put in the Death Gambit, yeah, health bar.
Health bar.
The health bar, Dark Souls health bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure. Well, I can sneak it in. Yeah, we got Death
That's
Gambit
part one.
there. That's part 1. Part 2, the space jockey with the ayam goreng with the KFC.
Yeah. And then you have to give him like gamer headphones so you know that it's a gamer thing.
And a literal Kuala Lumpur Major.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kuala
Done.
Lumpur Major.
The literal
Okay.
Kuala Lumpur Major.
Okay.
Okay.
On.
Ons.
Let me know if you need help with with that because this is a lot of work for this weekend. I can't believe we went 3 hours. Shit.
The idea on the process on how I do the thumbnail was just to give a peek under the curtain, over the curtain, no, inside the curtain,
Behind
the other
the-
side, behind the curtain. Yeah, that's the way.
You went all around.
But we didn't go behind for some reason. So the way I do this is basically when I start to brainstorm, we basically okay, I open the Photoshop and then I immediately go to the end of the podcast and then okay, and then list down the points. Okay, what did Wam say? He wants this, he wants this, he wants this. Okay, set ons. And then while I'm editing the whole thing, I put the podcast. Or so basically, I listen back to the podcast from the start, and then when some stupid things that pop up, I put it into the thumbnail, and then I revise again. Wait a sec. I think I missed some of the points that we supposed to put on the thumbnail. Oh, revise again, and then revise again, and then revise again, and then I show it to them, to these guys on our not social channels, on our private discussions, outlets, and then they say amazing, and then we post it.
I think I put something in the Gamer Malaya chat just now, like, cause another peek behind the curtain. For
No,
this
I do not
hilarious
want to
performance
click any Rule 34
Uh,
links.
is
Please.
that
Finish
I
in
have
time.
is that I cannot like I fidget whenever we record the podcast. So usually I'm like I have one of my transformers on the table and I always transform it for the entire duration of the podcast.
Do
So
you have
I
a bottle
like
cap sometimes?
I have a what? Sorry.
Do you use a bottle cap or something of that?
I
No.
keep all my bottle caps in case we enter a nuclear Armageddon.
Good. That's
Uh,
good thinking.
No, so what I did this time is because I have like a big roll of blue tack. Because I took 2 toothpicks, stuck them together, and sculpted a leg.
That's a
Wow.
mighty fine leg. Not a thick leg, but a fine leg.
Yeah, because I only have so much blue tack. I wanted to make it thick.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, it's based on my leg, and my legs are very scrawny.
I mean, knees down is nice.
Yeah, because that's when I started, and then after that I was like, "Ooh, let's make the thigh," and then yeah.
Yeah. I do not want to eat what you say, a thigh of this size.
Yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow or something, I'll add more to it. Maybe I'll make a whole butt.
Mm.
But okay, so yeah, socials.
Socials.
You can follow me on patreon.com/Wamero. Give me money so that I can give that game money so I can get ecchi waifu. Stepsisters, we have to include that somehow. And then,
Yeah, that's the thing. The stepsisters.
then aside from that, twitter.com/Wamero. I bitch about uni a lot. Also, yeah, thanks for all the money and thanks to everyone who wished me happy birthday.
Birthday.
Daniel.
You can follow me on Twitter at Flaky FL4KY and screw Ferrari for messing up my best driver. I'm still mad. It's already been a week and I'm still mad.
Oh my god. Team Ham all the way now. Converted.
Yep. Converted.
Screw the Scuderia.
Instant radicalization.
And it all takes is one stupid punt. And yeah, so and you can find me everywhere, mostly on Twitter as Mecronos
Usually with his stepsister.
MECRONOS. No, I do not want to have a stepsister because of this. Or maybe I do. Nah, never mind. And again, I want to shout out to Chipla and Bobo Basi over on YouTube. Thanks for the comments. Yes, you two are the MVPs of last episode, and thank you for listening in. This has been dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast.
Thank you to our guest as well earlier.
Thank you
in
also
part
to
one.
Sensei Uchu, aka Oki Sensei, aka Sensei. You can find him on Twitter and YouTube as well.
And rip in peace, Anand.
Rip in peace. Tepuk meja. Oh my god.